Okay guys, let's start work on the second part of this tutorial. As you noticed the other time, when we click on the OK button, that brought me to the group box number 3, and when I click on this very group box there, when I click on this OK button, what you notice here is group box number 4. That is it right there. So that's the one we need to work on now. Okay, I'm going to close this. Let's close that. That's group box number 4 right there. So let's go to the property of group box number 4. That's it right there. The first thing I will do is get rid of this. There, that's gone. And the coordinate or the location, let's change that to 47 by 93, 1263 by 515 right there. Okay, now the next thing is, let's get a label on board and change the property of this label. In there, let's just say question 1 2 5. The first 5 questions will be entered on this very group box, and change the font of this label. It's a bit slow. Now change that to about 18, and the color, make that control light. The back color, let's change the border to big single. Back color, make that, I think this one should be none. Yeah, I think so. And the length, let's change the size to 1000 plus as well, 1263, and this will be 30. Okay, yeah, that's 30, but I need to change the auto size. Yeah, that needs to be changed to false there. So let's position it where it's supposed to be. It's meant to be right up here. Bring it right up there. Alright, now center. Let's get the text content centered. Okay, the back color for this group box, let's change that to control light and enter the following right there. Okay, there we go. Now we have the first 5 questions right here. There they are. Okay, that's the first 5 question. Question 1 2 3 4 5. So that's good. At least that'll make life easy for us. Let's take it down a little bit. That's fine. Good. Alright, let's save that. Then the next thing is, we need to work on, this is frame 4, let's work on frame 5 before we start writing the code. This is frame 5 right there. Let's come there. Frame number 5, that's correct. Back color, control light. Location 1263. Oh no, location should be 47 by 93, and the size 1263 by 515. Okay, so now that this group box is ready, so let's enter as follows. I will just speed that up as well. We enter the questions, and there we go guys. We now have the questions on group box number 6. Okay, no, actually, yeah, let's see what group box is this. Group box number 5. Now that's for question 6. Now question 7, this will be for question number 7. Let's come there and change that to number 7. Okay, and this is group box number 6. Alright, so we're going to position that now. Let's position group box number 6. Bring this down a little bit. Group box 6. Right, it should be up there. So let's go up there. It's hiding somewhere there. Let's look for group box number 6 right here. There we go. let's bring it out and right click, bring it up. There we go. Alright, so now increase the size 1263,515 there. I'll repeat the same thing for this as 36 and 1000 plus right there. So we now need just questions on it. There, and that is Groupbox number six. I now have question 7 on there. Now let's have a look at Groupbox number 7. With Groupbox number 7, all I just need there actually is supposed to be end of examination. So let's change this to end of examination. And right, okay, that's what we have in there. So now I need to just position that, and we also make sure we bring it forward. Let's bring it, it's exactly the same thing anyway there. And the size 126,515 right there. And we just need to now drag this along and paste the following in there. Okay, we are almost there. Once we finish the design of this interface, which is the hardest bit, we just need to start with the codes right there. Now finally, Groupbox number 8. So we change this. Let's change this to check result first. Come in here and just change that to check result. Right, and get it. Repeat the same thing. Then this will be right there. I believe it's there somewhere, but it's not visible. So let's go up and just bring it up. There it is. Right click, bring it up. Alright, that's it. And just change this. Then enter as follows. That is it. That is the design. Now we have the following in there. Let's position it properly, bring it down right there. Okay, so that's the design taken care of. Alright, okay, now up here you see where it says calculator. We have to be able to click on this and get our calculator on board. Let's take care of the coding part of it. Maybe let's take care of this first. Double click on the exit and we just enter as follows there. Okay, we have a variable that will be called result equals. I'd like to prompt the user to confirm if they want to exit or not. So okay, finally it's responding, so let's continue. That will be message.show. So let's just enter a message there. Are you sure you would like to exit? Alright, so that's the message, and closing program there. Okay, let's get rid of that. We don't need that there. Now the next thing we need to do is, okay, this is just the title. Let's just maybe speed that up. Okay, comma, then let me enter my message box type. So that'll be message button, box button, dot, yes, yes, no, comma, message icon, make that a question mark, question, that's it right there. So let's close that, and that is how you get your message box icon into place. So this will give you a question mark. All right, let's use an if statement to prompt these guys. If result equals, let's go for dialog. Right, what we want this guy to do is exit the system, application dot exit, right there. So this is supposed to be equals, undo that right there. Okay, that is from here down here. Those are the lines of code for the exit. Now that the exit is taken care of, let's take care of the connection. Okay, if you remember, form 2 was meant to be for the calculator. What that means is I'm going to have to create, actually it's an object. Let's create an object for the calculator. So calculator, okay, equals new form. That'll be new form 2. Alright, so all I just need to do is call this my calculator dot show there. That's all. So that's all there is to that. So the other one, so when I click on this, that should bring out the calculator. So the other one is the help. Double click on the help file, just paste that in there. I've already copied it anyway. Change this to help. Just change this to help. Whoa. And that is supposed to be form 3, really, form number 3. So that, those are the lines of code that link up the two forms, form 2 and form 3. So we can save and give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, here we go, guys. When I click on this exit button there, okay, if I say yes, that's it, exit. So let's give it another go. Now for the calculator button, that doesn't work. The help does not work as well. You can see it all grayed out. For it to become active, we have to click on OK. Okay, we get to the help file, we read information about the help file, click on OK. You can see it. Now click on calculator, because this part of the exam allows you to use the calculator. So that will be the calculator. You can always just click on it and get the calculator in. There's no calculator in there yet. We're going to create that now. Close that, and this is the help file. Okay, we'll create the help file now. All we just need to do is to actually copy the help framework and just paste it inside frame 3. So let's do that now. Go back in here. Now the help framework, that happens to be frame number 1, 2, 3. That will be number 3. So let's come in here and just see if we can get it out. There we go, number 3. Now I'm just gonna find a way to move it out. There we go, guys. I will now right click and just copy, There's copied already. Then undo to get it back in. Now let's open up form 3. That's form 3, and let's go for about 1368 by 700. Yeah, that should do it. So all I just need to do is to paste that in there. That's my help file ready now. Let's take it up. So the help file is in place now. Let's bring it back to center a little bit. Right. I think I will settle for that. Yeah, so if I run it now, let's give it a try again. 1, 2. Help file. There we go. Get the help file. Alright, so this is not working yet. We just need to enter, come in there, double click on it. All we just need to say is application.exit that. Alright, so let's see if that's the right thing to do. 1, 2. Okay, there. Oh, we close everything. We don't want that to happen really. We just want to be able to close that. Okay, let's go back into that form 3 instead of application.exit. This one, I think we need to get rid of that and just say maybe this dot close. Right, this dot close, that should do it. 1, 2, yeah, there, that's fine. So we can just, that's good. So let's come in here and just go to the property and startup position. Let's get it centered right there. So that is fine. Now for the calculator, first of all, let's change the font. I'm going to change the back color. Let's change the back color to no. Let me design my interface before changing the back color. So let's start with the design of this interface. I need a label. In fact, I need 2 labels. Double click. Yeah, that's 1 label there. Change the property of that label to auto size is force. So size it right there. Okay, so now just control and copy it. So the very first one, let's change the border style of the very first one. Change that to fixed single. I don't want this one to be fixed single. Let's undo this one. Alright, get rid of text content in there. Delete that of the second one. There's nothing in there now, and I will position it right inside this very one here. Okay, let's put it where I will be able to find it here. And now get rid of the text content here, or first thing first, let's enter a 0 there and align. Let's align it. Take it to the bottom and just increase the font size a little bit. Make that about 12. Make that 12. Okay, now I have one that would display whatever is number is selected, and this where the numbers will be displayed. Okay, so we now need our buttons in place. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's change the back color of this form now before I continue with the rest design. Yeah, let's come in here, back color, make that control light. Yeah, so I will now speed that up anyway. Okay, this is how the interface is looking now for this calculator. So what I want to do is, let me group all of these numbers, group them all together, and now come into the property right here, go to where it says events, this very one, click on it, and go to where it says click right there. I'll just call it button underscore click. That means they are one. Okay, that's one now. So let's go back in there, let's repeat the same thing for this one, the operator buttons. So maybe I just call that arithmetic underscore operator. So that's it for that. So I now have both the number buttons and the operators grouped. Alright, so for the number buttons, let's just double click on that right there. So let me create an object has to be button number equals button. So this will make life easy for me instead of doing it individually. So now that I've grouped all those buttons, I will use the if statement. If LBL display, and that's the name of the label, dot text equals, let's say equals 0. There. Now let's enter curly braces there, and LBL display dot text equals, let's go for numbers dot text. Else, let's come down here and enter else statement. Else LBL display, copy that, paste it right there in there, equals LBL display plus numbers dot text, and that's all there is to it. Yeah, so which means if I run the program now, I can just click on that numbers alone. So let me show it to you guys, and we'll speed it up a little bit. So alright, click on that. You see there's a calculator there, and we can just select numbers. Okay, but we cannot do anything with these ones yet. Okay, let's go back in there. So back in here for the operator, that's the operator one here. If you guys can still remember, double click on it. I called it arithmetic ops. So let's come down in here. Let's create another object button. This object button, I will call that, let's call that operations or operation equals button sender. Okay, object is there. So but there's something I'm meant to do. Let's declare some variables right up here first. We will come back to that. I just need to declare 4 variables right underneath here. So that'll be double first number, okay, and let's declare double for the second number as well. Double second number. Let's change this one to that. Okay, then we need, let's go for another double, and I'll call that answer. And then one string ups. Yep, that is all my variables declared, all declared as a global variable. Now back in there, right here, so then enter first number. Okay, I've just copied that, equals double dot pos double, the pos equals LBL display dot text. Right, LBL display dot text equals empty, and ops, I think I could just call it ops, equals operation. Yeah. And LBL show ops, that is the text, that's the label inside the LBL display. Operator, that should be dot text really. Yeah. Okay, now this one equals system dot convert dot to string first number, alright, plus equals ops. That is it. Okay, that's that taken care of as well. So all that is left for us now is three more actually. So let's try and take care of the equals, this one. Double click on that and just the lines of codes for equals. Now let's take care of the back. Okay, right there, and right there the line of code for the lines of code for backspace really. Alright, so we now need declare. Let's just copy these, paste it there. This dot text equals 0. That is the text. Then we might have to, if we have anything inside show, so let's see, that's show there, we have to clear it as well. Okay, let's clear that if there's anything in there. 0, no, clear. Okay, show ups, if you just to remind you guys again, that's show ups right there. Okay, so now let's come back in the code area. No, okay, that's fine. Now we need the decimal place, and there, that's the lines of code for the decimal. So with that, the calculator is taken care of. Let's run it and see. Okay, and there, so we can add something together, multiply it. Alright, that's fine, clear. Okay, enter some numbers there, backspace. Okay, so this is working as we want. That is fine. So calculator is fine. So with that, I'll call it the end of the second part of this tutorial, guys. So see you in the third part.